Hello everyone, welcome back. It is another wet, nasty, rainy day, and not a whole lot going on this afternoon. Just not a lot I can do farming wise. It has snowed and rained about all day, but so we don't have anything really going on this evening again. We need to, we're almost February, it's time to get going. But farming is nothing if it's not an exercise in patience. Sometimes you just have to deal with what you got. And today's video, I'm going to try to answer a couple of questions I get in some of the videos. One of which is I get regularly is, those are not my roosters, those are my neighbors. I get that question quite often. But had another question to answer today, and in a nutshell the question was, are vegetables profitable? Yes and no. And second part of that question was about developing a market. Vegetables can be profitable, and the key to farming, in my experience, is you make your money on your inputs and you lose your money on your inputs. Particularly like in vegetables, or even a commodity crop or something like that, a lot of times the price is, there's nothing you can do about the price. It is what it is. And you know, you can do other markets to try to improve the price, but you know, if you're growing commodity, if you're growing raising cattle or whatever, a lot of times those prices are set by someone else for the most part. Inputs, if you spend too much up front, you'll never get it back. But if you don't spend enough up front, you won't make a marketable crop. So one of the biggest keys to growing vegetables is do soil samples. Find out what your soil needs for the crop you're growing. Keep the disease and the pest off of your vegetables. And you know, that's a lot of your inputs: your fertilizer cost, your seed cost, and your chemical cost, fungicides and insecticides, or is where your inputs are. Also, marketing or packaging can be expensive in vegetables, so sometimes marketing it in a different packaging can save you a lot of money. For instance, a bushel corn crate is like $2.50. A sack is like 30 cents. Sell as much as you can in a sack. Of course, you put 60 ears in a sack and 48 in a crate. So there's a trade-off. You got to sit down and do the math. But they can be profitable. They can be pretty profitable. I mean, they depend on what you grow and where your market is. And that brings us to the marketing side of it. And that's a tough one, because the demographics of where you're marketing means everything. If you are close to an urban area, you know, within reasonable distance, roadside stand or something like that, where you're selling direct to consumer, you can do really well. If you're in a rural area where everybody's got a garden and you're trying to sell them vegetables, you're not going to do as well. Same with wholesaling. If you're, you know, if you're wholesaling everything, you're not going to do as well. So what I would advise anyone that's looking to get into vegetables: start slow, try a couple of different crops, 2 to 3, and reach out now at this time of the year to 2 or 3 different markets, and kind of ease yourself into it and develop it as you go. You got to develop your market, and you got to develop your product line basically as you go. Now, with all that being said, I'm going to tell you guys the #1 secret in small scale vegetable production. This is #1. Quality, quality, quality of your product. Plain and simple. 100 acres of low quality produce has no monetary value. You can't give it away, literally. High quality produce, people will come for it, or the people will buy it and are more likely to pay you better for it. It's a much easier sell if it's high quality, whether it's wholesale, retail, broker, whatever you're doing, do that. I hope that that answers the question. If it don't, I replied to the comment, so check that out. And if you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button. I promise you guys we will get to farming at some point. Tell the neighbor it's time to feed the neighbor's dogs. We will get to farming at some point. And if you like what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button, hit that little notification bell. See a video you like, please hit the thumbs up button. If you have a question or a comment, please do so. Get a lot of questions about this little gentleman right here too, and we'll talk about that one day. But yeah, we'll talk about that some other time. Everybody take care of yourself. Bye.